Hello and welcome to Math 3.2, where math is simple, fun, and practical. So we are still working on simple interest. If this is the first video you're seeing, we have other videos. Please check the playlist. Alright, let's solve this. Tolu borrowed £950 from a friend and agreed to pay 6% interest per annum. How much will he pay after 18 months? Alright. So he has agreed to pay 6% interest per annum. That means every year he's going to be paying 6%. All right. And then the money is borrowed for 18 months. So at the end of the 18 months, what will be the interest that Tolu will have to pay on top of the 950? All right. So let's record the formula. We have simple interest equals to what? Principal times rate times time all over 100. All right, and I've always told you that the 100 is for the rate, right? The percent for the rate. Okay, so let's look at the parameters given to us. We have the principal as £950, right? We have the rate of interest as 6%, and then we have the time as 18 months. All right, 18 months, right? Because the interest is paid per year, all right, we have to convert the time to year, because this says the interest is to be paid 6% per annum. Per annum means per year, okay? So that means we are calculating per year. So the month should be converted to year. So, and how do we convert month to year? Because there are 12 months in a year, we divide the months by 12, and that gives us the number of years in the month. So this would be 18 over 12 years. All right, 18 over 12 years. And then if you reduce this, 6 can go in 12 and 6 can go in 18. And 6 in 18 is 3. 6 and 12 is 2. All right, so that's 3 over 2. Which is also the same thing as 1.5. All right, 1.5 years. Okay, so there are two ways to this. You can use your fraction to solve, or you can use your decimal. So if you are comfortable with decimal, you solve with decimal. If you're more comfortable with fractions, you solve with fraction. And I'll show you how to do the two. So to solve with decimal, to solve with fraction first, this is what you do. To solve with fraction, you have 950, okay, times the rate is 6, and then the time now is 3 over 2. So to solve with fraction, you're going to write the numerator upstairs, and then the denominator, you join it with this, as simple as that. All right. So you can decide to even go from here, put your 18 months, and then put the 12 in the denominator of the formula. Easy peasy, no stress, right? Even if it is the time that you have in fraction, convert it to an improper fraction, put the numerator upstairs, join the denominator with 100 that is already in the formula downstairs. All right, so that's it. And then we'll go, we can take 1 0 here. All right, we can't take more than 1. All right, then this 2 can also go. 2 goes there, 1. 2 in 6 is 3. All right, so at this point, we can just multiply out, or we can still decide to divide. 5 can go in 10, 5 in 95, right? So let's say 5 in 10 is 2, 5 in 95, 5 in 9 is 1, remainder 4, and in 45 is 19. So what we have left to be 19 times 3 times 3 all over 2. All right, so let's do 19. 3 times 3 is 9, right? 19 times 9. All right, so 19 times 9. All right, 9 times 9 is 81, and 9 times 1 is 9, plus 8 is 17. So you have 171. So this would be 171 over 2. In this kind of evaluation, there's not only one correct way to do it, right? You can do it in any way that is comfortable for you, and then we still arrive at the same answer. All right, but to make it easier, ensure you reduce everything reducible. All right, then you have your fraction to the lowest end. All right, so we have 171 over 2. Okay, we can't leave this as a fraction as it is a currency, all right, an amount. So we don't have a 2 over 3 naira or something like that. No, we'll put it in decimals, in 2 decimal places. So let's convert this. 2 in 1 cannot, so in 17, 2 in 17 is 8, all right, remainder 1, and then 2 in 11 is 5, all right, remainder 1 still, all right, but the 1 is now outside. Remember our short division method, right? So you put your point, and then add 0 to the remainder. Then 2 in 10 is 5, and that's all. But because it's currency, we write it in 2 decimal places, so you add an extra 0 at the end. So our final answer is 85.5 £85.50, all right, £85.50, or yeah, £85.50. That is our final answer if we use the fraction method. All right, so now I'd like to show you how to do it using the decimal. So if you have your time in month, and then you want to convert it to decimal years and then use that in your calculation, let me show you how to do that. Okay, shouldn't have taken the formula, all right, or maybe to save the space. All right, so we have principal times rate times time. So we have 950 times 6 times 1.5 over 100. So you do your straight multiplication, 95, okay, take 1 0 here and 1 0 down, and then multiply 95 times 6 times 1.5. That gives you 855, and then over 10. And then with this 10, you move the point backward once, and then you have 85.5. And since it's currency we are dealing with, it's good to make it 2 decimal places. All right, then you add an extra 0 for the equivalent. All right, so you have £85.50, and this is the same answer we got when we use the fraction. All right, if you have any question, please remember the comment section is there. Ask your question, and you can also write to us. Thank you. Bye.